Hi there, my name is Marina Garcia. Today I'm going to be talking about the 200 and the 50-day moving average lines as well as the MACD of Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and add my two lines. For now, I'm going to go to moving average simple, and then I'm going to right click it and I'm going to make this one my 50-day as well as I'll keep the color. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the 200-day line now. And make this 200. And I'm going to change the color to, we'll do that color. And then I'm going to make it thicker so I can see it better. Okay, so now that we have our two lines, we're actually going to look at this price line. And I'm gonna look at right here. So at the price of 229, this would be a good indicator to sell at this point. And if you did, then you did a good job because it went as low as the lowest of 161.38. So that was a good indicator for that. Looking at a different aspect of it, let's say right here. So when the price line goes above the 50-day line, that is at about a price of 189 per share. If you were to buy right now, that would have been a great idea because it actually goes as high as 214 and just continue to go up to, at some point this high of 256. Looking at the 200-day moving average and the price line, right here, let's see. At the price of 198 per share, if you were to sell at this point, in the long run, it is a good option, but in the short run, we can see that it goes back up, but only for a little bit because it goes to the lowest of 161. So if you were to sell right there, that would still be a good idea. Looking at the price line for the 200-day going above, um, here we could see that it jumps. So if we were to buy at 194, that was actually a great move because it does jump up above the 200 and prices go as high as 214 for it. If we were to look at when both lines cross each other, at this point in time, if you were to look at right here, if you were to buy at 169 per share, which is when they well, 170, when the both lines cross, and that would be a good idea because looking at the price line, it does go above. So that was three different ways that we can look at. I'm now going to add the MACD line, and I'm going to add it here. Okay, so looking at the MACD line, we can see, let's look at we'll look at right here. So the MACD line goes below the average line. And so if we were to look at it, let's see, right when it goes below it, if we were to sell at 235, that would be a great idea because the price of the share does go down to as low as the 161, and we can see that it indicates it here that the MACD stays below the minimum, the average. And then back to like right here, when it goes above the average line, if we were to buy at 195, we could see that in the short run, it is a good idea. However, it does go back down very quickly. So that might be not the best idea to buy. But at this point in time, if we were to buy at 171, that would be a better time to buy into Amazon because as we can see that it does go up to as high as at this point in time 213 and even higher at 235. So looking at the Amazon overall, the MACD line does stay pretty consistent with the average. And so I would think that just looking at these shares would be a good indicator on when to buy and sell Amazon shares. Thank you.